because every time I record and I say this is going to be, we are going to quit this video when we pull this unit, it's usually like in the first 50 pull or 10 pull, because you know, it doesn't like ad revenue. So we're gonna just start off. Oh no, it's literally not even a single spark. There we go. Is it me or is your webcam blurry? It's probably my webcam's blurry. Reset. I don't know, maybe it's me moving around too much. Okay, so this was not it. This was not the pull. All right, we're gonna do 10 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not it either. 4, 5. 16 pulls. That would be okay. That would be acceptable. I would take that, but it's not gonna happen. All right. 2 knives. Okay. I forgot what that was. 7. Okay, 7. That's right. 8. 9. All right, 10. We'll do another 10 pull. At least we didn't get no sparks this time on the 10 pull. There we go. All right. See? Thank you, YouTube. Oh, nice. They already have the Japanese lines in. Bro, he sounds driptacular in Japanese. Real smooth. Yo, I like this JP voice. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Just one ran. Okay. Well, there you go, YouTube. That was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Shogun, and this is damage by the numbers for Ran. I'm about halfway through it, so I forgot to record, which I should have been when we were talking about this. But Ran's modifiers are out because, well, Ran is out. We're going to theorycraft a couple of builds while I'm building this, and we're just going to see what we can put together. Now, initially, I had a 310 speed build. I'll show you that. I'll go back and I'll redo it. Hold on. Let me show you guys. I have Ran. He's unlocked. He's plus 12 right now. He's rocking an RNL, which I think is going to be probably one of the best artifacts for him. But let's put him back in the gear that I had him on previously to get him to that 310 speed. And then a ring. We're going to go here. Okay, so this is him on 310 speed. And this is the numbers that we were kind of looking at here when I was just doing this a moment ago. So 310 speed. This guy's real fast. This is a speedy boy right here. But if you look, his stats overall aren't really all that great, right? 2,400 attack. You'd think 2,300 or 2,234 crit damage, kind of doo-doo, right? But everybody, since this guy came out, has been like, yo, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. This guy goes Sonic fast, Sanic fast. We gotta go fast. But let's look at his modifiers real quick over here. We're gonna come down. His modifiers on his S1: 0.9 attack, 0.9 power, 0.075 speed, 23%, and then it has 20% defense penetration. I'm going to take some of this stuff off of here, and I'll show you the numbers. Now, his S3, 0.8 attack mod, 1 power, and then 0.075 of his speed and 0.15 of the target's speed. Now, 2,400 attack, 234 critical hit damage. We're going to give him increased attack because he's going to get it from his S2. Now, if you're speed racing another team, we're just going to assume base defense. We're not going into anything for tank breaking, which I will actually talk about that here in a minute, because I honestly think that as a tank breaker, after thinking about it last night, a little bit and kind of looking at things, I was like, you know what, this isn't the worst idea of him being a tank breaker, right? But we're going to leave it at base here. We're going to give decreased defense initially or after the first one. So the play is he's got RNL, right? Cell indicates that there is a 36% chance to proc RNL, giving that you have 2 turns. Now that's not bad. It's not the best, but we're going to be working off of the idea that, let's say we got that RNL proc, right? So we're going to have 310 speed. Let's say that our target speed, you know, they're kind of slow. I know I say 275 is, you know, slow, but when you get higher rank, that is kind of slow, right? So initially, right out of the gate, with no mitigation, no nothing, we're doing 6225 on the S3. We're doing about 6,000 on the S1 at the 310 speed. Now, let's say that, you know, we do bump them up to 300 speed, right? You're only getting about another 150-ish damage out of that, which is kind of weird, you know, for 25 extra speed. To really get that, but it is what it is, right? So here's the thing though. Let's say you're up against the 275 speed and you do get an RNL proc. Now that's going to be 6225 into 12,243 damage. Now that should kill just about anything that you run into that's speedy on that RNL combo, right? I've seen some people talk about like Gab. If that's the case, you know, let's just say, let's go back and put in Gab. Let's say he Gabs out of the, you know, in the beginning. That's only 63, and he doesn't get a follow-up on the S1. I would rather take my chances with RNL than Basket. Honestly, that's just me, right? Because look, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna already have a tech, and you're gonna wombo combo, and you're just gonna one-shot something. Like, I can't imagine anything on the enemy team that you're not going to just hot dumpster in this situation. Elena, I missed you as well. So I think RNL is the play, but if we come back and we look at the build that I was using when we first started this this thing here, so we need crit chance. We also have 81% crit chance on this, which let's be real, isn't really the best, right? So we're gonna go with critical hit chance here. We're gonna slow him down just a bit because I think we'll still be able to outspeed without too much of a problem here. And let's see, we're just gonna go with speed sets. Let's filter everything else out here. I had this. Was this what I was using? Let's see if we use this, if this is better. Maybe. Let's go to helmets. Nah, that's just too fast. Too fast, too furious. All right. This right here isn't too bad. 295, right? Still going to outspeed quite a bit, but we're already up to 3161, and we're at 251 critical hit damage here. I think that this is probably pretty good. Now, neck-wise, we could probably... Hold on, let me see if I got a better... If I got a better neck piece, this is 13. I would drop way too much speed. If I were going to commit this to this character, I would roll this effect resist off into, I don't know, probably like attack or something like that. But let's go with these stats right here: 3161 and 251 in that. And still 295 speed is going to be pretty quick, right? So we're going to put ourselves at 295 speed. We're going to take this off. Then we go 3161 here. 251. As you can see, we are already up quite a bit. Now, let's go into somebody who is trying to tank down, right? So we'll go into an Arius, but we're still going to try to kill their squishy. My Angel of Light Angelica is not 12,000 defense, but let's just say, actually, what is my Angelica? I think my Angelica is like 1,400 defense. Regardless, we'll say 1,200 defense. Arius is on the field. Damage mitigation. We still have increased attack. Let's say that we're going against a 250 speed, right? So we're doing 5476 with this build onto a defense mitigated 1,200 defense. Now we're going to defense break them, and then we're going to come in, we're going to do 10,820. So that together is still 16k damage. Now anybody squishy, that's just gonna kill. So you do still potentially have with RNL that assassin can just assassinate, right? And the other thing too is as long as you're not getting countered on your S3, this actually could potentially drop squishier rems. That could definitely still drop squishier rems, although rem is going to be at like 102 speed. So your S3 isn't going to do as much damage against rem. It's only going to do 4715. So you're going to do about 15,000 to rem. So the speed difference is pretty big. But you should be able to kill single targets if you get the RNL proc. I think that's a big thing right here with him. And that actually fits the assassin style a little bit better, right? You get the RNL proc, you defense break them with the S3, you come through, and then you yeet your extra energy sword at them, and then they just die. I was wondering if he wouldn't be an opener Summoner Assyria, or Summoner Assyria with Silver Rain, giving her the attack buff while removing immunity and defense break. He also protects her from Politis. I think that is actually a really good combo. I think there's quite a few combos potentially that are out there. However, if I see that combo come through, I just ban Summer Assyria. Or I ban him. One or the other. But that is a very good combo. Now, let's see what it looks like if we bruiser him up, because well, I have a lot of bruiser gear, right? We're still going to keep him kind of quick, but I want him quick and thick. So we'll go with a third setup here where we drop the speed quite a bit. We'll probably still keep him in the 250 260 range, or try to, but we're going to thicken him up and then give him more attack. And then see how that works out. We're going to have to go with immunity here on this setup. But I think that it'll still be pretty solid. Let's theoretically take some gear off of... Let's take this neck, since we can slow ourselves down just a little bit with this build. We're going to want to look for HP. Not speed pen. You know what? Hold on. Let me see what kind of speed I can get with my penetration sets. Let's take a look at speed pen first then. Do I even have any other? What do I have pen set wise? I think I have a pair of pen boots I can give him. We'll give him these pen boots. Then the rest I can fill with speed, right? Let's see. This'll work. And then let's go with more speed. I need a speed ring here. We're gonna need to put some crit back in. So we'll go with that. Lowered my crit. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's go there. I need crit speed. Let's switch it back around. And then helmet-wise, that's such a big drop-off in speed, though. This is okay, but 80% crit might as well be 0% crit, right? That actually has good crit chance. I have a chest piece with better crit chance on it. Pen set is definitely harder since he isn't acid. Yeah. Oh, that's not... Well, that doesn't drop it that much. Critical hit damage chance. Let's work off of the idea here. Hold on, let me see what other pen sets I have in spots that I could give him potentially. Not much. You know what? We need to craft some pen set, dude. If only the self imprint was self crit instead. Yeah, if it was self crit instead, we would be in a lot better spot. But let's see what kind of damage we can do with this. The only problem though, hold on. The only problem is that pen set doesn't work for his S3. So what does pen set really matter? Right? So unless you are expecting a follow-up of the S1, pen set gives you nothing on the S3. I mean, on the S1, it's going to be really, really good. Because, let's see, 3177, if we look at this, so we got 3177. We've got 268. 268 here. Let's just say we get an RNL proc, right? We get that RNL proc into this. I mean, you're going to be doing 11. Hold on, I don't have pen set. I mean, so with and without pen set, 240-ish pen set bruiser maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Always got the pen counter dust devil memes. Yo, that's true. That's true. Counter set. This guy's got penetration on his S1. Slap him in a counter set. But so you pick up about 1,000 damage, give or take, here on penetration on S1 into defense break, right? So I mean, it is good for the S1. This is relying though on being able to get that S1, and I don't think that that's something you really want to bank on 100%. Like, if you're trying to wombo combo with him, I think that you're going to use him as some sort of opener or something like that. Doesn't penetration not stack with Rand's S1, or am I mistaken? I mean, I would assume that it would stack. Penetration sets don't stack, but penetration stacks with penetration set, just like LQC's S3. LQC's S3 has inherent penetration, but the pen set would stack alongside of yeah, the penetration set would stack on top of her penetration. A squishy 290 plus Ran with pen set has a high chance of not getting an S1 since the only protection is null. Yeah. So I still don't think that he's a good cleave opener, honestly. Because he has no CR push forward. He has no CR push backwards. If you use him with Summer Assyria, then you do. But I do think that there are options with him. But I want to go back to building a bit more of a bruiser build. So we'll do a bruiser build with pen set. We'll slow him down a little bit. What if you use him with a CR pusher? So he S3s and then like you aux slots back around. You could definitely do that for sure. I feel like that's a lot of moving parts, right? I feel like there's a lot of moving parts to put together in a team. So I give him Ravi's hat. Does his S3 do as much as Pavel's S2? Well, if you're using super fast Willard, you're doing like about 6,500 to like no mitigation. So bruiser wise, I would be looking at what 1,300 defense with around 15k HP. It could be either bruiser or cleaver. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. That's what we're kind of working on right now. Would you use him as a speed contester? No. Because if you use him as a speed contester, what does he do? At least with like Assassin Sid, right? He'll push you back. With Angelica of Angel of Light, Angelica. So that's the thing with like RNL, right? If you're using him as a speed contester, sure, you can kill something right out of the gate if you're RNL procs. Whereas with things like you know, other openers, Assassin Kali, you've got the stun. Assassin Sid, you push back. He is a bigger enabler, honestly. That's why I think like a mid-speed annoying bruiser could be very, very solid for him. Because you strip, you don't need a ton of damage because you penetrate. However, stat-wise, that's going to be really difficult, right? We're going to actually do this. So that way we can... Did I just make a meme about putting him on counter? I mean, I make a meme about putting everybody on counter because as soon as people see that an S1 has like literally anything having to do with or any type of ability on the S1, they're just like, yo, put this dude on counter set, bro. Put this dude on counter set, bro. Gonna be amazing. Gonna be the best. Let's see. Oh, this'll beef him up actually. Problem is I'm running. How is his base damage? What do you mean? Pavel S2 does 10k versus squishies, so if Ran does similar or more, you can easily team wipe a cleave comp. Has anyone tried attack set? I don't have an attack set. The problem is that I don't have any critical hit damage here. Dude, I run everything as a bruiser. I got so much. All right, we'll do this. I can put a speed piece somewhere here. Where do I have all this critical hit chance at? Chess piece. Chess piece. Let's get rid of some of this critical hit chance. We'll give him this mouse chess piece. Oh, that actually does drop him down. I was thinking since Rand's speed stat is already godly, I was thinking both attack and penetrate sets to upgrade his overall damage at least, yeah. That puts me at 99. If nothing else, if he can rerun as an opener or a bruiser at least, then he can be a misdirect for RTA. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's a little bit over on the critical hit chance. I have a wasted, wasted 19% effectiveness on the helmet is kind of a Papega right there, but I don't know. I'd have to play around with bruiser stats. I think though that he's going to be an enabler for other follow-ups. Like if you S3 into like a Pavel follow-up, right? That's going to be good. You're just going to have to watch out for like Angel of Light Angelica. I mean, right here with these stats, 3190. We're dropping this down to 195. We're taking off pen set. I don't think this is the build. Yeah, there's a lot of Caesarea talking about Caesarea follow-up, because if we drop out of this, like, that's not going to do a whole lot of damage, right? Like, if you run Caesarea, who I still need to finish building, with her S2, S3, you're gonna be fine. I honestly think that like Caesarea goes perfectly well with her. Because her S2 doesn't even cost souls to activate the first soul burn. You get your extra turn. You can put C-Dom and stuff like that in. I think it'll be interesting, and I'm going to be playing around with it a bit later tonight. But I have to go back to work. So I'm going to end the damage by the numbers here.